Hello and welcome to $0 Productions' amazing show title pending. Since I had to remind you of the title because I don't know, I guess you forgot it since last week, you have to drink. Anyways, for today's cold opening, I will present the top 5 reasons that I love Zelda's Adventure for the Philips CDI. For today's list, I am doing the top 5 fictitious pirates of mostly in video games, starting with number 5, which is the one that's not from a video game. That's why I said mostly from video games, but you get the idea. I forgot the beer of the week, so that means we have to drink. Today's beer of the week is proudly presented by apparently the people in Utah who don't usually drink, so this is a weird place that I got a souvenir shot glass from. So thanks, Utah, for saving some for me. Today's beer of the week is Gingerbread Kahlua to get you in the holiday spirits, apparently. It's also very good in a festive holiday drink called Rudolf the Red-Nosed Retard. So leave a comment if you want me to share the recipe for that. It's kind of like an Irish car bomb, except for with all the wrong ingredients. Cheers. Anyways, going back to wherever I was, number 5 is the one pirate on this list that's not from a video game, except I probably said that already, so drink! I already drank, so you can drink. Anyway, is the Flying Dutchman! Rah! And so forth. He's just so silly I had to put him on this list just cuz. Moving on to number 4. Number 4 is from The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, which on my last list I kind of stuck it to putting 2 of the worst bosses of all time on that list. And this one got a mention as a better boss, but it was not actually the dungeon boss. It was, oddly enough, just the sub-boss. Servo! The Servo's actually a really cool pirate, and just a cool idea. Robot pirate. He was very, very fitting to the dungeon in which he was placed, even more so than the boss, which ranked on my top 5 worst bosses of all time. I'm going to edit out why you have to drink, so you'll never know why you're drinking, but if you're drinking along at home, the rules say you have to drink. So I could go on again on the tangent that I did last 2 weeks ago for the worst boss of all time, and explain why Servo is a better boss for that dungeon. Instead, you can watch my other video, where I already did that. The reason Servo makes it to this list, this is a pirate list, not a boss list, and he's just a really cool pirate. One of the things that kind of sticks out to me as him being a cool pirate is even after his ship is run aground and rusted and covered in sand over the course of 1,000 years or something, he's still there. He's the captain that went down with his ship. And if there ain't anything more piratey than that, then I don't know what it is. I'm not sure that sentence made any sense, so go ahead and drink. Moving on now to number 3. Metal Beard. From the Lego Movie, which I have a collector's cup of from McDonald's. Which, I also used my Batman collector's cup in an earlier video, so I'm not sure why you're surprised by that. The Lego Movie was hilarious, and Metal Beard was like the greatest character in there, because if it weren't for him coming in with his pirate ship at exactly the right moment to save the day, Chris Pratt would have died. Take that, Chris Pratt. You're dead. Except for you're not, because of another robot pirate. Robot pirates are just awesome. Why isn't every pirate a robot? Whoa. I should rethink my life and become a robot pirate. Moving on to number 2. Number 2 best pirate of all time is Gene Starwind. This is kind of more or less what he looks like. I'm not very good at drawing anime guys. I'm not very good at drawing anyways, but I'm especially not good at drawing anime guys, because they kind of have to be stylized exactly the right way for them to work. And every anime is completely specific to its own. Anyways, Gene Starwind isn't really a pirate. He's more of an outlaw. But I feel like his amazing skills as a pilot and a gunslinger would just impress any pirate. Sorry. Bleh. I said the wrong word, so drink. Another reason Gene Starwind makes this list is because he was from one of those shows in the mid-2000s that was running on Cartoon Network that you forgot about. And it was so awesome that how did you even forget about it? You are a bad person, so you have to drink. I don't have to drink, but I'm going to anyway. And finally, the number 1 best fictitious pirate of all time. Wait, does this make 11? I'm confused. Drink. Not very good at math. Actually, I'm perfectly fine at math. I just don't like it. It's like they make things complicated just to bug you. That's why they do it. Screw you, math. Anyways, finally, the number 1 pirate. I already said finally, I think, so you probably have to drink again. I might have to drink again, but I don't know. I always finish my glass, and sometimes another couple while I'm, editing and such. So, anyways, Zorro. Roranoa Zorro, in fact. Not the regular Zorro, the, Spanish hero. He's not a pirate, so him being on this list wouldn't make very much sense at all. For thinking of such a ridiculous thing, you have to drink. So Zorro's actually a really cool character for a bunch of reasons, but mostly it's he's not even an amazing character, but he's like the deepest character in One Piece is kind of one of the reasons that I like him. He's kind of got a reasonably detailed backstory, and he's got his own unique sword style that he's been working on with 3 swords. How do you even do that? Without physics, that's how you do that. But he's just an awesome character, and a lot of the subtleties of his character end up coming through in these little things in the show, where he's always at a rivalry with Sanji, and that kind of thing gets out of hand sometimes, and he's just getting lost all the time, and there's just kind of these little ticks that make people who they are, and in One Piece there aren't a lot of those, but the ones that are there are mostly in Zoro's character, which is kind of interesting. So I think he's a really just kind of a cool, relatable, and believable character. And added on to that, the fact that he's just not invincible is always kind of cool. I always like a character that can occasionally get his ass handed to him. The first time he fights Hawkeye, he just gets the crap kicked out of him horribly, and he has a scar for the rest of his life. And, he has difficulties overcoming a lot of foes along the way, and he grows and he develops as a character. So I think that's why he's a great character, and why he's a great pirate is because no other pirate has 3 freaking swords. That is my top 5 best fictitious pirates of all time. If you like the list, then subscribe and watch more stupid lists. If you didn't like the list, then comment and tell me why I'm completely wrong. Or just comment and subscribe anyways, and things like that, because that's what you're supposed to do on YouTube to be polite. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to check me out on Facebook and look up my crappy website. And most importantly, would you please share and comment, because I'd really like this thing to be more of a conversation than just me blabbing about stuff. Alright, thanks guys. Also, for those of you who are wondering, these goggles are made out of the skin of a bagpipe.